Hey everyone, I'm Justin Karras.
And I'm Terry Mulhern with Educational Retirement Advisors. Welcome to episode 4 in the 5-part series in the 5 financial risks in the retirement portfolio. Today we're going to cover regulatory and tax risk, and Justin's going to walk us through a little bit what that is and how we hedge against that in your portfolio.
Yeah, so regulatory risk really refers to changes in laws and regulations by the government that really could affect different sectors in the market. So if legislation comes out that has stricter laws on businesses or different sectors, that could really hamper or dampen the performance of those sectors. Think about our social media platforms and the laws on privacy, right? If very strict laws come out around those regulations and concerns, it could really put a damper on those growth stock names. So we always have an eye on legislation and changes in administration that could, be a negative impact to certain sectors in the market. Tax risk is a bit broader of a risk for folks. This is usually inherent in most folks' portfolio, and this is just the risk that tax laws change and have a significant impact to the level of retirement income you receive. Think about it from this standpoint. If all of your retirement income is taxable as income as you receive it, if tax rates go up, we're forced to just take on a higher tax burden, and that could potentially lower the amount you receive net to your bank account month over month, week over week throughout retirement. On the next slide, we've got our top marginal and lowest marginal tax rates up until 2018. So you can see historically we are in a very low tax environment right now. We're really in the lowest tax situation we've ever seen, and that's coupled with the most amount of debt this country has ever seen as well. So we're very, very conscious of what the tax situation is and the mix within your portfolio of taxable income, tax-free income, and income that could be subject to capital gains. That really leads me to this next slide, which shows the different buckets of account types that you can have in your overall retirement portfolio. As I mentioned, there is the taxed later or deferred taxed accounts. That's what we're all used to kind of hearing about, our 401k, IRAs, SEP simples, things like that. You get a nice tax deduction when you make your contributions, but then as you pull money out of those accounts, that income is assessed as ordinary income for tax purposes. We have our tax now bucket. These are really the accounts that are taxed all along the way. Think of your normal brokerage accounts where you can incur capital gains or any dividends may be taxed as ordinary income as you receive them. These certainly have a place within a portfolio. We're in a very favorable capital gains environment right now. But then we've got our tax never bucket. Well, I should say tax later or tax now for that matter. These accounts are funded with after-tax dollars. They grow tax deferred and then are distributed to you in a tax-free manner. So you never owe taxes on the earnings on those dollars. So when we put together what we call an optimized retirement plan, we like to see a couple different legs of this stool represented so you have a good mix of tax-free and taxable income, which will let us weather any tax law changes that happen down the road.
Thank you, Justin.